I started realizing that this is an always learning industry and you will never stop learning. And the minute that you think you know everything, that's when you become dangerous. So you have to keep up on your training. I love people who, do competition. I love people who train. I love people who practice. But then you got the people who just basically put a firearm on their body and they don't do any of that. And it becomes not only incredibly dangerous to themselves, but incredibly dangerous to their family and community. And I'm in that community. So I really stress to my students that if you're going to take a CCW class from me, you got to understand that this is an all-in mentality. You cannot be half in, half out, because that's where it gets dangerous. If you are just going to keep it in your safe, that's fine. But the minute that you put it on your body, you are now a liability, and you got to take this seriously. So I really hopefully strike the fear of God into these people that, this is serious. And I put my money where my mouth is. I train all the time. I just got back from, a session. You have to, because if I'm not good, then how am I supposed to relay that to my students? And the best thing about it is that my students are not going to go travel the country like I do and roll around in the sand and the mud and the heat and the cold and the bugs. And I got bit by ants and stuff. They're not going to do any of this stuff for themselves, but I will, and I'm that person that will go and get that training and then bring it back and use those tidbits in my own classes. And it just opens me up every single time to more stuff that I can put in my classes.
Yeah, so, for sure. And that is quite a barrier to entry, with the firearms courses that are out in the dirt and out in the elements and everything. And I'm not saying that, women are so delicate we can't do that. It's just probably less likely to go and do that, especially if you've got this crazy testosterone-driven military sergeant who's just going to tell you what a bitch you are, for not being able to do this, which is what I expect when I think of a class you're describing. So I don't even know if I want to do that. I want to learn that, but I don't know if that's for me. And if I feel that way, then I think I'm not alone in that. And so it is really cool that you go out and you learn all those things, and then you can come back and impart what you have learned to others.